Good morning, sunshine. Rise and shine.
Mom, I don't want to get up.
But I have something special for breakfast.
Oh, what is it?
Chocolate frosted sugar bombs.
I'm tired. Don't want to eat anything. Whoa, this is delicious. More bites.
Chocolate frosted sugar bombs. They are da bomb. Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Dear Uncle Abdul, sorry it's been so long since I've written to you, but I have a new job here. I've been busier than a one-eyed paper hanger. Get it? But seriously, right now there's a ceasefire, so...
Klinger, let's go! We got wounded!
Huh? What are you talking about? How'd anyone get wounded?
A bunch of our boys on a routine patrol accidentally runs into a bunch of their boys doing the same thing, and everyone feels obliged to start pulling triggers.
Klinger, take a memo.
Okay, but I won't sit on your lap.
To all unit commanders, Korean theater, both sides. Dear dummies, a ceasefire means firing ceases.
What Warcock? Ceasefire only works in a war. This is a police action.
You can take it from me, boys and girls. This is a war. It's my third and, God willing, my last.
A war by any other name would smell just as rotten.
This little set too is different, though. Seems like the reasons we're here aren't as clear.
Quite true, Colonel. No feeling of unity. No brave slogans to rally around. Like, remember Pearl Harbor.
Exactly, Margaret. And in the last fracas, people seemed to care. We were all fighting it together, and in WW1, people went around singing, "Over there, over there."
That's what this war needs, its own song. Let's see. How are you gonna keep them down on the farm after they seen Busan?
Sounds familiar, but not bad, Pierce.
Not bad, it's terrific.
Or who could forget? Mademoiselle from Panmunjong Wee Jongbu.
Pretty good giggle, Honeycutt. You really could come up with them once in a while.
Oh, you're just laughing at him because underneath that mask, he's got a funny nose and mustache.
Can the correspondence, Klinger.
But sir,
No buts. Let's skedaddle. I ain't getting any younger, you know.
I'll be back, Unc. Make yourself at home.
There is nothing more grand or classically military than the commanding officer. What could be more noble than the commanding officer manning his helm?
I really hate this, sir. I feel stupid dressed up as a colonel.
Tough patooties. You didn't used to mind dressing up like a colonel's wife. Now straighten up. Throw out that chin.
My chin is out, sir.
Then suck in that nose. Arch that back. Remember, this is a self-portrait. That's me you're being. I'll fill in my own hard-bitten but lovable face later.
Something funny?
Yeah, just a letter from my dad.
Ah, more racy tidbits from Crabapple Cove?
He mentions a terrific old joke always used to kill me.
That good, huh?
Possibly the funniest clean joke of all time.
So are you just gonna sit there hogging all the guffaw, or do I get to hear it too?
Alright, okay, but don't blame me if you fall off that stool laughing and break your clavy.
Just tell me the joke. I'll worry about my own calavy.
Okay, here it is. This guy owns a circus, see? And one day, he's in there checking out the big top. And this scrawny little guy walks in. He walks in the door, walks over to the boss and says, "Are you the boss here?" And the boss says, "Well, yeah, what do you want?" And he says, "I'd like to join the circus. I've got an act." And the boss says, "Well, yeah, well, let me see what it is." So this little guy walks over to the pole and he starts climbing up the pole. He climbs up and up and up. Climbs all the way up to the very peak of the big top. And he looks down and takes a deep breath. And he leaps off and he starts flapping his arms. And he starts flying. He flies around the big top. He flies all the way around the place. He flies around the center pole. Swoosh, woo, woo, woo. And he gets way up and takes a nosedive right down to the ground. Flapping his arms like mad. And lands right next to the boss and says, "Well, what you think?" Boss says, "That's all you do? Bird imitations?" Get it? Bird imitations?
Yeah, I get it. It's cute.
Cute? You give the world's funniest joke a smirk and a cute? That's like saying Ava Gardner has pleasant features.
I'm sorry. I didn't think it was all that funny.
What is the matter with you? When I tell that joke, I get screams.
Well, I hate to smirk and run, but I'm due at post-op. See you later, Uncle Milty.
You wouldn't know a good joke if it leaped up and bit you on the funny bone. You know what they say about people who sit and giggle in the middle of the war, don't you?
Forgive the chortling, grab a seat, Pierce. You're a man who fancies a good joke. Well, I heard me a doozy this morning, and every time I think about it, I start up again, busting my slats.
Well, come on, Colonel, spill it. I want to laugh at something besides what's for lunch.
Okay, here goes. There's this fella, see?
What's so funny in here?
The Colonel's about to regale me with a joke.
Sit down, Klinger. I can regale two for the price of one anyway. Anyway, there's this fellow who owns a circus, and one day he's checking out the big top.
And there's this scrawny little guy that walks in and wants to join the circus?
That's right. Oh, sure. You must have heard it too.
So did I. BG told me. Funny joke.
Well, he hit me with it a while ago in post-op. I could see that little guy just flopping around the big top.
Poor guy. That's all you do?
Bird imitations!
The way he tells it kills me.
And he pulls out of the dive right at the last second, flaps to a stop, and says, "Well, how'd you like it?" And the circus boss says, "Is that all you do? Bird imitations?"
That's wonderful, yes.
Funny.
Thanks.
Quite right, Pierce. He does sometimes show a spark of wit.
With my joke, he does.
Your joke? You created that wondrous anecdote?
Well, no, but I had the Korean rights to it.
Aha. And you resent Honeycutt basking in the glow of your spotlight, eh? Well, I'm sure you'll settle this like children. Excuse me, I have pressing business. So what do you think of it? That's what you do, bird imitations?
Hi there, remember me? Your gag writer?
Hawk, it's only a joke.
Only a joke? I tell it to you and you look at me like I read you the obituaries. The next thing I know, you're getting big laughs all over camp, telling the same joke.
Well, it's not exactly the same joke. I tell it better. Some people can tell jokes and some can't.
Are you trying to tell me you tell jokes better than I do?
Maybe it's the funny mustache.
Doctors, if I can just interrupt this important medical consultation.
Yeah, I never say no to anybody with his own infantry support. Who's your friend?
Says his name is Eddie. He just walked in off the line. He's a little confused.
Hi, Eddie.
Hi.
What can we do for you?
Is Hank here?
Who?
Hank's his buddy. I'm supposed to go wherever he goes.
I don't know, Eddie. You, Beach?
I don't know either. What makes you think he'd be here?
Well, he got shot.
Yeah, we get a lot of that around here.
Hey, Eddie, is that you?
Dave, I'm trying to find Hank. You've seen him?
Yeah, he's over there in the last bunk. He got hit pretty bad.
Well, is he okay?
Doc,
Yeah.
how's Hank?
Are you talking about Corporal Fleming?
That's him.
He's still unconscious, but he'll be fine. You remember Hawk. He's the kid who got all the shrapnel in his neck.
Oh, yeah. He lost a lot of blood, but he'll be alright.
I'm gonna go sit with him, okay?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Hey, soldier, is that kid alright?
Eddie? Well, sure. He's just a little slow. You know,
What do you mean, slow?
he's just not too bright. Back in basic, Hank was squad leader, and they sort of made him responsible for Eddie. He helped him on tests and kept him out of trouble. That sort of thing.
Wait a minute. Are you trying to say that Eddie has some sort of mental problem?
No. Eddie's okay. He's just not as smart as some people.
What the heck's a kid like that doing in combat?
Maybe there were no openings on the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Does the CO know about this?
Oh, sure. Everybody does. Most of us sort of look out for Eddie, and he's a pretty good soldier. When Hank got hit, Eddie took care of his wound, picked him up, and carried him back to battalion aid. I guess he must have followed the little jeep down here. Eddie's fine, as long as he stays with Hank.
That's gonna be kind of tough. Day after tomorrow, Hank goes home.
Is your child on a sugar high? Try new Hushabye Sugar Rush Antidote.
Here, Matt, quick, take this.
Oh, what a relief. I'm never eating this again.
Every bottle comes with a coupon for your next box of chocolate frosted sugar bombs.
What a relief.
Hi, I'm George Washington. Yes, the George Washington. If you've got wooden teeth like mine, then you know how hard it is to keep your pearly whites, I mean woods, gleaming. With teeth like these, regular old toothpaste just doesn't get you across the Delaware. 9 out of 10 wooden denture wearers agree you can't just brush with the common man's toothpaste. Not Crest or Colgate, not Aim or Sensodyne or Pepsodent. None of them work on the woodwork. To keep my naturals looking lustrous, I follow my wife Martha's time-proven approach. To keep our woodwork looking its best, we use good old furniture polish. Back in the old country, my grandfather used Old English furniture polish. But now that we live here in America, and because we still have a bit of disagreement with the Brits, using Old English just wouldn't be right. So I use what Martha has in the cupboard to keep our living room looking spiffy. Guardsman Revitalizing Lemon Oil. It cleans, revitalizes, and protects with natural lemon. Look at these babies. They look as good as our sideboard and maybe as nice as the piano. Guardsman goes good with a piping hot cup of Martha's tea too. Lemony.
Guardsman, excellence in wooden teeth maintenance since we got here. Guardsman.
Klinger, where is my footlocker?
I suppose in the tent.
I have just come from my tent. What I have in there can no longer be called a footlocker because you cannot call something a locker if it doesn't lock. What I have in there is a foot opener, and some disgusting deviant in this camp has done just that. Opened it, violated my personal, private, intimate belongings.
The Major wouldn't be imagining things, would she?
Klinger, I know violating when I see it. Now I requested a new footlocker, and I want to know why I haven't got it yet.
They turned you down.
Turn me down?
Major, I told you it was a long shot. I-Corps says they won't replace a personal item unless it's damaged in combat.
That's ridiculous. This is a hospital unit. What kind of combat do we see here?
Well, I don't make the rules. I just live by them. It's the good old American sense of fair play.
Don't give me that garbage, you clown. What am I supposed to do with my personal belongings?
I got a hope chest I'm not using anymore.
How would you like to find yourself stuffed inside it?
Klinger, the time has come. Oh, sorry, Major. I didn't know you were here.
What the heck is he supposed to be?
This happens to be the finest in autumn hunting attire from Abercrombie and Fitch.
He looks like an overgrown bagpipe.
Thank you.
Major Houlihan and I were winding things up.
Excellent. I have the rest of the day off.
Sorry, ma'am, but duty calls. This is a business matter of the utmost importance.
What about my footlocker?
I am sorry about that, but my hands are tied. To the hunt, Major.
Major?
Hey, Doc. Am I gonna be okay?
Well, I wouldn't do any heavy yodeling for a while, but other than that, you're fine.
Great.
Let me see. Anything else? Oh, yeah. We're sending you down to an evac hospital today. You're heading home.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah. I love telling people that. I just wish they didn't have to get shot to hear me say it.
Major, we've been out here for 3 hours and you haven't shot one lousy pigeon.
It's a choir, you Latvich.
What do you say we forget about the $20 if we go home right now?
Now, empty-handed, Klinger? Ever since my trusty shotgun arrived, I've been waiting for this chance. And if you're a proper bird flusher, we would now be back in camp with a covey of delicious fowl.
Don't blame me. I'm flushing my face off. You're the one who missed twice.
Missed? If you recall, you tripped and jostled my arm. You clumsy clot. Now keep a sharp lookout.
Try this one, Abdul. Remember yesterday I was a colonel's body? Well, today I'm a major's bird dog.
Son! Klinger, look ahead there in the clearing. It is indeed our quarry. Good boy.
Okay, I'll flush the little bugger out. Then can we go home?
I promise you, if I bag one bird, you'll be off the hook. Now, big fellow.
Tally-ho! Yikes! Eureka! Holy Toledo! Either that bird hit a landmine, you shot down a kamikaze pigeon. I don't care what you're saying. I'm getting out of here, Major! Major!
I kinda wish you weren't leaving. We've been together a long time.
You ain't kidding, pal. It's a good thing, too. If we hadn't been together when I got clumped, I might have not made it.
I'm scared. I ain't never been alone before. You know me. Dummy.
You're not a dummy. You're good. You're tough. You got nothing to be afraid of. Besides, you ain't gonna be alone. From now on, you and me are buddies. We worked it all out, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Then don't sweat it, or I'll come back and knock you around.
We got room for one more. Anybody else with tickets for the bus tour?
I'm ready, Doc. Thanks.
Don't mention it. All part of the fun fiesta here at Camp Patch 'em Up.
Don't worry about Eddie, Doc. He's gonna be okay.
I'm glad to hear that. I just hope all the Eddies over here have buddies like you.
Thanks for everything, Eddie. take care of things, huh, Dave? It's a deal. Bye, Hank.
He's gonna be okay. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm alright. We worked it all out.
Before you shove off, come to the mess stand and pick up an order of cramps to go.
Specialty today is ambush stew. It'll attack you when you least expect it.
Ambush stew. You funny.
Klinger, hold it right there.
Oh no, now what?
Where have you been?
Oh, just making a fool of myself.
It's a rare gift he has.
I've had it with you, that footlocker, and every debased pervert in this camp. No longer is mere violating good enough. Now we're up to stealing.
Don't blame it on me, Major. I didn't do anything.
That has nothing to do with it. If you were man enough to stand up to I-Corps, the creeps in this camp wouldn't be stealing my underwear.
Probably just some secret admirer who has difficulty expressing himself verbally.
Major, my heart bleeds. But I told you, I-Corps won't replace a personal item unless it's damaged in combat.
Ugh, what don't I? Of course, Corporal. Excuse me, Major Winchester. There I was, in my tent. Suddenly a sniper leaped out at me and fired 2 shots. Bang! Bang! Without hesitation, my valiant footlocker flung itself in the direct line of fire, giving its life that I might live. So take this worthless piece of junk and get me a new one. And make it quick, or I'll use the same technique to replace a defective company clerk. Thank you, Major.
And lands right next to the big guy and says, "Well, what'd you think?" And the boss says, "That's all you do, bird imitations?"
I remember that.
I don't know, Pierce.
Look, I know you've seen this about a dozen times, but who tells it better, me or BJ?
Well, that's just it. It's hard to say. You flap pretty good, but Honeycutt has a certain lilt in his voice.
There, you see? I have lilt.
Who cares about lilt? Does Red Skelton have lilt? Does Jackie Gleason have lilt? This is a visual joke here. It's moves that count, not lilt.
I must admit, Pierce, you create the illusion of flight admirably.
There, you see what I mean?
But Honeycutt brings a wonderful panache to the telling.
There you have it. You can't beat lilt and panache.
Fat on panache. What do you think, Margaret?
Don't get me into this. I think it's a stupid joke. Nobody can fly just by going.
There must be an objective opinion around here somewhere.
Hey, Klinger. Klinger.
What is it?
You seem to be a very disinterested bystander.
I sure am very disinterested.
We need the answer to a question that's been plaguing man for centuries.
What is it?
Who's the funniest guy in this camp? Me or BJ?
You interrupt an important letter to ask a stupid question like that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, tell us once and for all, who's the funniest?
It's no contest.
Ah, you see?
Neither one of you.
What are you talking about?
You guys don't even make the first cut. I'm trying to tell my uncle what kind of place I work in. Doctors, nurses, saving lives. I got a commanding officer who sits me behind his desk so he can paint his own picture. There's a priest writing war ditties, and a snooty major who pays me $20 to follow him out in the woods so he can blow up a pigeon with a landmine. And if that doesn't do it for you, I got a head nurse who shoots unarmed luggage. All you two guys do is walk around all day telling jokes. What's so funny about that? See, Unc, it's no wonder I never got a Section 8. There's nothing special about me. Everybody here is crazy.
I'm feeling run down. I think I need to make some healthier choices in my diet.
Perfect. Here, try this new and improved health food vegetable bar. It's loaded with a full day's worth of vegetables. What do you think?
Oh, this is really good.
Mother Nature's vegetable bars. They're fat-free, cholesterol-free, sugar-free,
And flavor-free.
I wonder how Eddie's doing.
As long as he has friends like Hank and Dave, he'll be just fine.
Think you and I can learn something from them, Hawk?
We have been acting kind of stupid toward each other for the past couple of days, you know that. With all the pressure and idiocy of this war, it's no wonder.
Maybe we ought to call a truce.
Okay, no more rivalry. No more trying to outdo each other all the time.
Trying to top each other is just silly.
You're absolutely right, pal.